Hi, so on this episode, I want to talk about the tools that you use to build your website and to manage your projects. So the first tool I'd like to talk about is the design tool. We use Figma in my agency, and a lot of agencies across the world uses Figma. This is why probably Figma was just sold to Adobe for a crazy amount of money. So Figma, you can use it to build out all your websites, your pages, etc. So your client can actually see what you're going to be building for them. It's so crucial that you understand the WordPress or the website platform that you're going to be using and the limitations in Designer is, so you don't build a website or design a website that is not doable from a build point of view. So what I suggest is that if you looking to use WordPress, which I would recommend that you did, I would say that you understand how the blocks work in WordPress so that you can design a page that's suitable for that. Secondly, to speed up the process of design, I would then Google different templates out there to see if you can download some Figma files and blocks for WordPress that allow you to design these pages really quickly without having to start from scratch. There's lots and lots of tutorials on Figma, so you can go out there and sort of get up to speed using the tool really, really quickly. From a cost point of view, there's a free option there, and it's a pay per seat. So it can get quite expensive if you've got a big team. But if it's just you, then you can trial the first version, which is the free version, and this will help you get off the ground. Secondly, if you're wanting to keep costs down low and you don't want another subscription, you can just try the old-fashioned way of pen and paper. This is a really quick way of being able to scamp out the page. Again, as long as you understand what blocks you can use, and it won't kind of slow up at development stage because you can't do what you've designed. It's really a quick way to show a page layout. You know, as a designer, you've probably done this in other ways, like in your graphic design job, or if you're an illustrator or whatever else. You can actually, really use the pen and paper effectively for speed. And this is something that I do also at some times where it just allows me to get an idea down on paper. But because I'm a designer, I can visualize what it's going to look like once I sort of build it out on the page. So that's the design tool. I would use Figma, but there's Sketch, there's Adobe XD, so you might want to try a few others, and there'll be other tools out there as well. But Figma is the one I would recommend, and it's the one that's used the most around the world. The next tool I want to talk about is the project management tool. The project management tool allows you to manage the project in one place, inviting your clients to see where the project's at for full transparency. You can keep a check on all the tasks that you need to do so you don't forget them, because it is really easy to forget a task, especially if you've got multiple clients. You can set tasks on milestones, on sprints, etc., so that you can see how you're progressing. You can tick the tasks off. You can use it as a Kanban board where the bars and lists are where you slide things across. This is a really visual way of being able to see what tasks you've got available and to do and where you need to get them to. So this is a tool that we use. It's really effective. It's one of the best out there. It's fast becoming the most used PM tool, but there's also Asana, there's Basecamp, there's lots of others. If you want to keep costs down to a minimum, I would look at using something like Trello. This is, again, a Kanban board concept where you've got lists where you can transfer tickets across the lists, and this allows you just to track the task really quite effectively and quickly. So, but I would really urge you to use a PM tool. Don't try and just do it on your head or on a list somewhere. Use a PM tool that you can then track, have the app on your phone where you get pinged when clients have commented on things, etc., etc. The next tool I'd like to talk about is Xero Projects. Xero is a accounting tool, effectively spelled Xero, and we use this as our accounting tool. But we also use Xero Projects. Xero Projects is brilliant because it allows your staff or even yourself to add time on each project, on each task, and then this goes straight into the business accounts where it works out the costs and the margins you have straight on that project. It's really key to understand what margins you have. Probably you know this, so that you know how successful that project's been from a monetary point of view, how much money you've made on it, or maybe how much money you've lost on it. And this is really key to understand how your business is progressing month on month. There's lots of other tools out there that you can use for time progressing, but this is by far, I think, the best route to go down. Because of these time processing tools, you have to then double hand the information into your account software if you want to know how much you're actually making. lots of people use Harvest and other tools like this, and Teamwork Timer, etc., etc. But I find that this projects works the best when I've got my team. They add all their time on there. I can see exactly how much time they spent on each project, and it's just a really easy way to work. You can pull reports up, so you can see how much money you're making, how much margin you've got on each tool, on each task, etc., etc. Then you've got the passwords. When you are selling websites, you need to keep all the passwords for all your clients in one safe place. And the best thing to do is to save them on a vault. And we use 1Password. 1Password is spelled with the number 1 and the word password. And this allows you to have different vaults depending on what you have. So for instance, if you've got all your clients' websites, logins, you can have them in a particular vault. You can have your bank details in another vault. You can have your subscription in another vault. So it's really clear way of saving your logins. You can give access to different vaults depending on who they are. And this allows you to go to one place for all your passwords. There's a Chrome add-on, which allows you to quickly access your passwords just from using Chrome. And then it's so secure. There's no better place to save your passwords. Then finally is the website platform that you want to use to build your websites for your clients. This is, again, really important that you do your research, you find out the platform that works best for you. In my opinion, WordPress is the tool to use. It's used by the most people in the world, and it's lots and lots of resource out there. There's lots of developers, lots of choice that you can use. And if you want to do it yourself, it's a fairly simple platform to use. I'm a little bit biased because I've got my own platform, WordPress platform, that allows you to order websites in a few clicks that come to your inbox in a few minutes. This allows you to really fast track your clients' builds. They literally, on the day that they order the website from you and sign off, you can actually do the order through yourself from your phone, and it will come to your inbox in a few minutes, ready for you to start adding the content. But there's other platforms out there, other web builders like Wix and Squarespace and Weebly, etc., etc. But the main difference with these is that they're their own platform. And with my experience of running a web agency, growing from just a graphic designer to a web agency owner, that we had clients that used to start off on Weebly and Wix and Squarespace, but they then became frustrated really quickly because the platform only did what it did. And if you want to progress the platform, the website, and add more functionality, if Squarespace or Wix didn't have it, you couldn't do it. So this is where we found people started to come to work with an agency, which obviously increases the cost and the frustrations for your clients. So with Swift, we've built WordPress sites. They are built by an agency, my own agency, supported by Swift experts. You have full access to all the plugins, but the only difference is you have one monthly fee that covers you for the website and all the support you need. So the support is unlimited. It's by humans. We're here to support you. We want to build a community of graphic designers and marketers that help each other, and we are designing the platform purely around you guys. So that's me rounding up. So if you want to have the best tools, watch this blog over again and podcast, and we will get you to the place you need to be, so you're using the top tools you need to sell your websites effectively. So until the next one,